teaching access through meaningful engagement. 8.1.
AAC access refers to how an individual physically gets to words and generates messages with their AAC. It may be through touch or an alternative access such as eye gaze, head pointing, or scanning. Access encompasses a range of factors including muscle tone, positioning and core stability, range of motion, motor planning, visual skills, and visual motor coordination. The next few videos will explore various access modalities and strategies to support development of access skills. But we want to start this conversation talking about the importance of meaningful engagement. It centers around this idea: learning emerges from meaningful social, emotional experiences. Take a moment to think about that. It's a powerful statement. Too often, teaching alternative access employs drill-type activities that lack value to the learner. Lack of success can be interpreted as a lack of ability, which can lead to a lack of access. We've expounded upon the importance of intrinsic motivation when supporting AAC learners in multiple videos. Teaching AAC access is no different. In fact, it's easy to understand the difficulty of learning and becoming good at a new skill if we are not interested. Think of a complex motor task such as playing an instrument. If you start off making a violin sound like a dying cat, feedback is needed to help you do something different to improve your skills. And if you don't actually care for the song you're learning, lack of motivation can interfere with your ability to make progress. And if those around you lament how difficult it is to learn to play the violin, then the lack of confidence diminishes any attempts to learn to play a lovely tune. The same is true for our AAC learners learning to access their AAC tool. They require feedback about their attempts to know what is and what is not working, and support to make adjustments to help them be more successful. With alternative access, telling about the adjustments you're making related to positioning or calibration lets them know what is happening and why, and helps them learn about their device.
He has a really bad tremor in his right hand, and it's started happening at about age 8.
Is he right-handed?
He's right-handed. So, when he goes to do fine is when you get a lot of the tremor. So that's one reason why I never went to the bigger buttons. What held me back also from going is he's never going to be able to hit it.
Small ones.
Yes. So that's, literally I would even go, I won't go past 60 because it's just with his tremor not, but he could have gone past that if the buttons didn't get so small. If he was on a TV set, he'd, we'd be good to go, But, so he has a really bad tremor in his right hand. He does use his left hand very well, so he'll also even sometimes be scrolling through it and he'll use this thumb, but he still tries with his right. But it is difficult.
Try to stabilize?
I've done the stabilizing, and if you're there, he can do it, but then I find he wants to grab, he did a lot of the, I want your finger to do it for a long time. It took a long time to get him to, you don't need my finger, because of the tremor.
AAC learners also need interesting activities that they want to talk about to have opportunities to practice their skills. Directing a learner to find, go, up, get, and eat is not nearly as interesting as telling Dad about going up to the fast food counter to get what they wanted to eat for lunch today. And of course, they need to see the potential of their AAC by seeing others use it to understand its power and that it's worthwhile. That's why we model AAC and may need to model using the access modality our learner is also learning. It's helpful to speak out loud, switch movements as they occur, or use a focus finder to show where your eyes are looking when using eye gaze. Finally, setting the purpose of an activity can also be beneficial. It establishes opportunities for focused practice in an interaction. For instance, we're going to use the comments page to talk about funny and sad moments in the story. You can tell me to turn to a new song or like if you want to listen to the one you hear. And as we discussed in week 4, intrinsic motivation is everything. We can't expect our AAC learners to put forth the effort to do hard things, and access is a hard thing, with complex bodies, so the activity must have purpose and value.
She figured out a way, even though she couldn't open her hands, she figured out a way with her hand like this,
where she could use like her knuckle, and she would hit the button she wanted with her knuckle. And she figured it out pretty quickly. So she would use her knuckle to get around the pod book on the iPad. She's actually really good with her feet. Like if she's having a bad hand day, you can put her iPad close to her feet and she'll use her toe to do it, if she's motivated.
Remembering always that learning emerges from meaningful social emotional experiences keeps us grounded and focused on ensuring meaningful opportunities to learn access and communication with AAC. Be a partner that ensures opportunities to use AAC are fun, interesting, and skill building.